Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2020. Yes, we're still in the F2 after that bastard Michael Massey bastard took away my super license. Bastard. Hope he gets the sack. Oh. So here we are in France for round 5, and at the end of this video we will be at the halfway point of the season already. Yes! So let's have a look and see what one-shot quality we're going to put in for Duxley. You can see that the leader is just ahead, so I think this could be a pretty decent time. We may actually get top 10 here. It's Jordan, my tits are all saggy these days king, who is currently in pole position. We're going to cross the line. I think it's going to be 11th actually. Let's have a look as we cross the line now. No, there. There it was. Slightly missed the line there. Anyway, so we ended up in, yes, it was indeedy, Mr. McGreedy, 11th position for the race. Round 5 in France. Wowzers me trousers. Jordan got pole, and as you can see, our teammate Callum's an idiot got 13th place. Let's do this.
It's that time once again, those last few moments of anticipation before lights out and the charge towards turn 1. Which of these young drivers will come out on top at Paul Ricard today? Stay with us to find out as we get today's race underway. Today's drivers need to master the 15 corners of Paul Ricard, 6 left-handers and 9 right, spaced around the 3.6 mile circuit. The longest section is the famous Mistral Straight, which is split into 2 by the colourful chicane Nord, which offers a potential overtaking hotspot. But the drivers there need to take care. Those brightly coloured stripes don't offer much grip and won't be kind to tyres. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive, and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. Jordan King lines up on pole position, and it's Antoine Hubert in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Joe, Aitken, Nobuharu Matsushita, and Boccalacci, Mazepin, Delatraz, Schumacher, Sean Galea, the captain, Giotto, Callum Ilott, and Latifi, Calderon, De Vries, Alesi, and Sergio Sette Camara. Raghunathan and Ralph Boschong completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are, round 5 from France, home of the baguettes, garlic, and mon Dieu, we surrender as the 5 lights go out and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from 11th position on the grid. Oh my goodness, a terrible start there for Nilkster, and he's been overtaken by his own teammate. Callum's an idiot as we go into turn 1. This is going to get very, very dicey indeed, but he doesn't dive. Oh yes, gets past a huge amount of cars already up into 10th position. Now of course he is on the hard tyre, and he hates the hard tyre in this series. In fact, he hates it in F1 as well, but look at this, he's going for another move now. Fiat on Mick Schumacher, and we got Marty spin off to the right hand side. Oh, this is going to get tight, very, very tight indeed, but he managed to get past, yes, up into 8th position now, and he goes on Louis Delatraz as well. Oh, look at this, superb driving from the Hookster. He just picks his way through the traffic, and now in front of us now we have Mitsubishi Lapashiti. Yes, Mitsubishi Lapashiti is currently in 6th position, and he's the one we are fighting for in this championship at the moment. Oh my god, I need to catch my breath. That was so exciting. That really was so exciting. And in front of Mitsubishi Lapashiti we have Broccoli. Yes, Broccoli's in front in, of course, the orange car. I have no idea what the team names are in this championship, because as I've said in previous videos, I don't actually follow the F2, so I'm learning as I go. Anyway, still the first lap at France. You can see that the weather is slightly overcast, so it looks like it could rain at some point during this race. Of course, no pit stops, except if it starts to rain, of course, but in that normal race, there is going to be no pit stops whatsoever, and only 8 laps as well to see if we can get up to the front. We're getting very, very close now to the rear gearbox of Mitsubishi Lapashiti. Oh yes, I was going to explain that, wasn't I, in the last video, and I completely forgot. So remind me before the end, and I'll explain why I say that. Anyway, almost the end of the first lap now. Still chasing the car ahead as we're about to complete lap 1 for the Hookster. He's in a good position, 7th place. That's good. More points as he goes for a move now on Mitsubishi Lamborghini, and yes, dives down the inside. Fantastic. End of lap 1 now, into 6th position. We are now behind Broccoli. We have got to get past the greens, got to get past our 5 a day as we accelerate forward now to lap 2. Lap 2, we are still chasing the Broccoli, as you can see. And I think we're going to go for a move down the inside of him. Oh, it's going to get dicey. Oh, okay, then we'll go around the outside of Broccoli. So, yes, there we go. We have eaten our greens, so we are good for the day. We are good for the day. And we're up now into 5th position. We're behind Zulu now. We're behind Zulu in 4th. And he's got Jack Aitken directly in front of him on lap 2 now of this Grand Prix, and it's only got 8 laps, don't forget, only 8 laps in the race as we accelerate forward to lap 3. So we're still stuck behind Zulu at the moment, still trying to get past, and I think the Hookster's going to do it. He's going to move around the outside. No, he's going to go very, very wide to the outside. He now goes tight into the inside line. That's a brilliant move there for Hookster, and he's now got past Zulu, and he's up now into 4th position, and still behind Jack Aitken now, who's currently in 3rd place as we complete lap 3 of this Grand Prix. He puts in a fastest lap as well for good measure. This is looking good. This is looking absolutely fantastic as we accelerate forward to lap 4. And look at that, a dive straight down the inside of Jack Aitken there. He didn't know what was happening there from Hookster, and we're now up into 3rd position, and we are behind Anton Hubert, who's currently in 2nd as we accelerate forward to lap 4. Looks like we're going to go for a move. Hubert's got his DRS open, but I think because we've got another fastest lap in it, he's going to dive down the inside. Oh, no, actually, very, very cautious there from Hookster. That was very, very good driving there. Very good driving indeed. We didn't want to mess this up as we accelerate forward out of lap 5. So I think this is the opportunity that Hookster's going to use to try and get past Hubert. Yes, he does. It was a very, very clean move in the end. And now in the lead of this race, we've got Jordan's tits are all saggy these days. Jordan King, yes, in 1st place on the hard tyre as we accelerate forward to lap 5, and we've managed to catch up to the back of Jordan King. You can see we're getting very, very close now. He sort of fakes a move down the inside to try and block us off, but we've got him checked off, and we actually get past and up into the lead of this race on lap 6. Wowzers, me trousers. That's all I can say right now. Wowzers, me trousers. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward out to lap 8, it's the last lap of the race, and we are still in the lead. We're now 1 second ahead of Jordan, my tits are all saggy these days, King, and behind him we got Hubert, and in 4th position we got Jack Aitken. But it looks like we are going to win this race, which is going to be fantastic for our championship. Hopefully we're going to win this championship. I hope so anyway. Yes, just to prove Michael Massey that he's a right bastard for getting rid of our FIA super license. As I said earlier, I hope he gets the sack pretty bloody Moving on, we cross the line in 1st place. Fantastic. That's exactly what the Hookster needed. At La Castaner, yes, La Castaner in France. And he gets driver of the day as well. Wow. Wowzers. So here we go then. And there are the team mechanics at our team. Yes, the Charus Sauber Junior. I don't know. Anyway, there he is, everyone. The Hookster. Once again proving you can put him in a go-kart. You can put him in a lawnmower. He'll still win a race because he's just awesome. He really is. And there's Benjamin Daly in the background, part-time F1 YouTuber. And there is Mitsubishi Lamborghini, who currently finished in 6th position. Yes, 6th position. So onto the podium. There he is, everyone. Look at him. Look, there's the Hookster. So sprightly. So sprightly. Only 39 years old. And he's winning in F2. Yes, as the champagne goes over everyone. There it goes. Wowzers. Get in there. Oh, that's a bit cold down the neck of the Hookster there, but he doesn't worry. He's made of titanium. Yes, made of titanium and bits of plastic. Yes. So there you go. There are the results then. Oh, we're in 2nd place at the moment. 1 point behind Jordan. My tits are all saggy King. And Callum's an idiot is currently in 6th position. Let's move on then to the next round of the championship.
And here we are, back after yesterday's exciting feature race for today's sprint. The top 8 from yesterday have been reversed for the grid down below, and we're almost ready to start.
And that, of course, is still from France, the sprint race. 5 laps to get to the finish. Let's see as the 5 lights go. We say go, go, go. So the grid has been reversed. We start from 8th position. Oh, another terrible start off the line for Hookster. Gets overtaken by Mick Schumacher and Giotto as well as we go into turn 1. Let's see what he can do. Gets past Giotto. Oh, where did that car come from? That was Delatraz. Louis Delatraz just flew out of nowhere from the left-hand side. And we've lost a few positions here. We're down to 10th, but this time we're going to see if we can get past Delatraz once again. Yes, we do. There's Jordan King. My tits are all saggy these days. Oh, look at these cars braking hard into the braking zone there. And that was Hubert, I think Schumacher as well, and Jordan King. But we managed to avoid all that carnage. Still holding on to 9th position at the moment and just holding on. Let's see if we can get past Jordan King. Of course, he is fighting with us for the championship. A little bit of contact there with Jordan. Oh, more contact. Oh, no, we've done some damage to our wing. Our wing has been damaged on the right-hand side. We've got a yellow portion on the wing, so that's not going to be good. Of course, there's nothing we can do. It's a 5-lap race, so there's absolutely 0 point of coming in for a pit stop because we will just end up last. We've just got to keep going. That's the great thing about the sprint races. If you get... Oh, bloody hell. Hookster almost lost it there. Jordan King has now gone past him, as you can see, so he's lost a place down to 11th position there. As I was saying, you just got to go for it in these sprint races, and if you've got damage to the car, you've just got to keep going because there's absolutely nothing you can do. As I say, you'll end up just at the back of the field if you're coming for a pit stop. And of course, they're very, very slow on the pit stops in changing your wing because they have to change the wing first and then change your tyres. So it's upwards of 35 seconds for a pit stop. So as I say, the sprint race, doesn't matter if you've only got 3 wheels on the car, you've just got to keep going and see how you do when you get to the end. So at the moment, Dux is in 11th place, so he's outside of the points because I have now worked out this F2 championship and you only get points up until 8th position in the sprint races. We're trying to get past Jordan King now. Let's see if we can. Yes, slide down the inside of Jordan. My tits are all saggy these days, King. And we're up now into 10th position, which unfortunately is still outside the points. As Nikita Mazepin puts in the fastest lap. What kind of sorcery is this? What kind of sorcery is this? Anyway, we go for the lap 2. We're going for a move on Giotto. Yes, we get past Giotto up into 9th position. Next target is Louis Delatraz, who is currently holding our one single championship point, and that's what we need. We need as many points as we can if we've got any chance of winning this championship. As we accelerate forward now to lap 2, going into lap 3, and you can see we dive down the inside of Delatraz. We get past as we accelerate forward to lap 3, which is probably our fastest lap. So we're up now into the points in 8th position, and we are chasing Hubert, who's currently in 7th position in the race. As we accelerate forward out to lap 4, Hubert's got his DRS open. We're going to see if we can dive down the inside of him. Yes, we do. So we've now taken that place away. So we're up into 7th place. This is looking good, but we could do with a few more places and see if we can get more points as we go now for a move on lap 5 on Mick Schumacher. We get past Mick and we're up into 6th position. Yes, 6 is pretty decent, I have to say, considering we have some damage to the front wing of our car. So we've really lost a little bit of downforce there. Anyway, we come around the final corner now and we are going to finish in 6th position at the moment. That's pretty decent, I'll go with that, as the checkered flag comes out and we cross the line.
Alright, race over.
Woo.
Take care of the car on the way in.
So that's the end of the sprint and the end of our session here at France. And we get driver of the day once again. Fantastic. Really is fantastic. Can't believe it. So there are the ART mechanics on the prep perch, congratulating themselves. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. And there's Nikita Mazepin, who won the race. He won the race. What's going on? What's going on? Someone call the stewards. Someone call the stewards. Call Michael Massey immediately. And there's Luca Giotto, who finished in 10th position. Well done, Luca. Well done indeed. But that's outrageous. How can Nikita Mazepin have won the race? There he is, up on the top step. No, it can't be possible. It just cannot be possible. Anyway, the champagne's going over everyone, as always. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. So let's go to the points then and see where we are currently in the championship. I have no idea now after that round. No idea at all. So there you go. 6th position, of course, for that race. And in the World Championship points now for F2, we will see where we are. Nikita Mazepin won. I can't believe it. Anyway, we're in the lead now. We are in the lead after 5 rounds. 5 points ahead of Jordan. My tits are all saggy these days, King. And we're first in the Constructors. So here we are at the Red Bull Ring, A1 Ring, whatever you want to call it. And don't forget, of course, this is just a one-shot quali, which does seem to trip up the Hookster quite a few times, in fact. So let's see what time he's going to put in, because he's not very good at qualifying, as we've experienced in past seasons of the All-Seasons. And let's see what he's done. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. He's saying well done. It's first position. I don't believe it. We got pole for Austria. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. I can't believe that. And Cam's an idiot, only finished in 16th place. Wow.
Here we are amidst the dense forest and rolling hills of Spielberg in Austria, just 2 hours out of Vienna. It's an amazing destination for the race today, and we're about to get started. Spielberg is a very short lap, one of the shortest we'll see in this Formula 2 championship. 7 rights and 3 lefts make up the 10 corners of the circuit. The left-hand kink of turn 2, leading into the uphill braking of turn 3, represents another overtake hotspot. As usual, I'm joined by our good friend Davide Valsecchi as we soak up the dramatic scenery. Do you think the drama will continue onto the track today, Davide?
Ciao Alex, I think we can guarantee that. Austria has always been a track that encourages the driver to overtake and attack. But it's a low grip surface. The drivers out there today will have to make sure that the tiny mistakes don't end up hurting them later in the race.
And here are the driver grid positions for today's race. The captain lines up on pole position, and starting alongside is Antoine Hubert. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ghiotto, Mazepin, Nicholas Latifi, and Matsushita, Boccolacci, Joe, Schumacher, Jack Aitken, Boschard, Galeo, Sergio Sette Camara, and Alesi, King, Ilott, De Vries, and Louis Delatraz. Calderon and Mahavir Raghunathan starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So can we get a good start here, or are we going to drop down? Let's have a look now. The 5 lights go out on the All-Seasons clear mode, and we say go, go, go. It's away he goes. Oh, little bit of a bogging. Oh, look at this. He can't control the car. He just cannot control the car off the line. And Anton Hubert has actually got past us into turn 1, so we've dropped down to 2nd position. But you can see there, it looks to have had a lot of trouble trying to get away from the line, which seems to be a feature of this F2 car. The Hookster is like a rocket ship in the F1 cars, but in the F2 he seems to have a lot of trouble trying to get off the line. Anyway, so 2nd position at the moment for the Hookster, being overtaken by Antoine Hubert. Oh, look at this, almost bins it there. We've got a yellow flag coming out for some unknown reason, I don't know why, but anyway, the Hookster is certainly having a lot of problems with this F2 car, as you can see. Very, very close to binning it there, but he's still in 2nd place, but getting lots and lots of pressure from the car behind. And I do believe that is Nikita Mazepin. Yes, it is. Look at that. Look at that. I can't believe it. I can't believe the pace that he's got in that car. Anyway, almost already the end of lap 1. 10 laps in this race, of course, no pit stops whatsoever. It's just a race to the flag, and we're still in 2nd place at the moment, still holding on against Anton Hubert. Let's see if we can get past him in the later laps and maybe get back the lead and get some really good World Championship points for the F2. Okay, so we come around the final corner now. Still chasing Hubert. We've still got Mazepin behind us in 3rd position. Almost just over half a second as we now cross the line, and Anton Hubert, of course, puts in the fastest lap of the race as we go into lap 4 now. Lap 4, and it looks like we're going to go for a move on Hubert. Here we go, braking very, very late into this right-hander. Yes, well, it was like taking Kenny from... Oh, why did I say that? No, he goes a little... No, he's okay, he's okay. It was indeed like taking Kenny from a baby, and he takes back the position of 1st place, which he had, of course, from the start of the race. Anyway, we accelerate for... Oh, no! Jordan, my tits are all saggy, is out of the Grand Prix. This is a disaster for his championship chances. He, of course, was fighting with us, but he won't be anymore because he is out. So no points for him as we accelerate forward to lap 6. And we're just going past Jordan King's car. He's off the left-hand side, just saw there off the circuit. Yellow flag, so we're going to resume now any moment. But yes, he is out of the Grand Prix, so no points for Jordan. My tits are all saggy these days, King, as we accelerate forward to lap 7. And Hookster goes very, very wide there, as you can see, and he's almost binned it on the curb, and that gives the opportunity for Hubert to get past him. Yes, he does, so he's lost a place down to 2nd place on lap 7. But the Hookster's not going to give up on this, and I think he may do a late braking move into this next turn. Yes, he does. But can he hold on to it? No, he's gone too wide up on the curbs. And Hubert once again gets past. But I think the Hookster's going to try for another move down the inside of this left-hander. If he can just get in there tight enough. Yes, he does. But no, he's gone too wide. No, we've done it. Hubert has now dropped back, and so we've taken over first position once more on lap 7 as we accelerate forward to lap 10. It's almost the end of the race, and you can see that it's just started to rain out on the circuit, which is great news because we won't have to come in for any change of tyres, but we've got to be very, very careful. It's very, very greasy out there at the moment, but we are still holding on to the lead. In fact, we're a second ahead now of Anton Hubert as we're about to cross the line, and it's raining even harder. You can just see it coming down a little bit harder now, but it's going to be okay because we're about to cross the line and finish the race in third position. So 4 points for us. And Jordan, my tits are all saggy. These days, King won't score any points at all. Great news indeed as we cross the line.
Great job, you've done everything we wanted.
Well done to the Hookster. Yes. He's going to be up there on that top step once again. And Sergio Seti Camara gets driver of the day. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. It's that bloody Michael Massey again. I'm sure it is. Anyway, there are our own team mechanics congratulating themselves on the wall. And there is the Hookster. Of course. Who else could it be but the Hookster? Still fighting like crazy to get his F1 super license back and get back into F1 where he rightly deserves to be. Right, 13 times world champion. And they've gone and done this to him. 13 times world champion. Yes. No one's won as many championships as the Hookster, and yet he's been banished to the lower echelons of F2. It's outrageous. It really is outrageous. Anyway, he's not going to worry about that now. He's just going to win the championship and prove everyone wrong as he steps onto the top step of the podium and holds up his trophy eye and says, look, just look at me now, Michael Massey. Bastard. Absolute bastard. Honestly. So there you go then. The champagne goes over everyone, and Hookster has won another race. Let's have a look at the points then after that round and see where we are. Well, we are now in the lead, of course, and 36 points ahead of Jordan. My tits are all saggy these days, King. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. Okay, it's on to the sprint race, of course, to finish off this video.
We're back. For the second race, we've reversed the top 8 from yesterday, and everyone here is getting ready for what's shaping up to be a thrilling conclusion to the weekend.
So here we are then, 5 laps, and we've been reversed on the grid to 8th position, and we say go, 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 and it's away we go. We're on the super soft tyres, which is going to be great news for us, because we just love the softer tyres. Anyway, we're going to turn 1, let's see what we can do. We're going to do any moves on Marty Spin? No. So we hold station in actually 7th place. So yes, we have got past Mick Schumacher. You can see it's an absolutely gorgeous day at the A1 ring. Absolutely gorgeous. The sun is shining brightly. All the lovely trees in the background. I love trees, I do. I absolutely love trees, yes. I could look at trees all day, especially when they start swaying in the breeze. As I say, swaying in the breeze, the Hookster almost binned it once again going into that first turn. But anyway, as we look through the halo bar, you can see how much visibility the drivers actually get. And I do understand for 2022 that the visibility has been slightly reduced, which should be a lot of fun and games for the drivers. Yes, fun and games, i.e. not. Anyway, so still in 7th place, and now we're chasing Nikita Mazepin, who's currently ahead of us. He's got Latifi in front of him, and Giotta's just in front of him. Of course, don't forget, only 5 laps to try and see if we can get higher up in this race, as we're about to complete the first lap of it. Still got Schumacher behind, but he seems to be dropping back a little tiny bit now as we gain a little bit of purchase on Nikita Mazepin as we're about to complete the first lap of this only 5 lap sprint. Let's see if we can get past Nikita Mazepin and get up into at least 6th position. I want to get up into the top 6 in all these races, otherwise we've got no chance. I know we're 36 points ahead, but anything can happen before the end of the championship. As we accelerate forward down to lap 2, and we managed to dive bomb it past Nikita Mazepin, but we've gone a little bit wide down the exit, and Mazepin gets the place back, so we've dropped back down to 7th position again on lap 2. As we accelerate forward now to lap 3, this time we're going to go for another move on Mazepin down the inside, but once again we go too wide on the exit, and I think, yes, he's got us again. This is absolutely outrageous from Nikita multi-spin. He gets past, but is he going to drive down the inside? No, he's holding station very, very sensibly. And on lap 4 now, as you can see, in this time he goes for a move on Nikita multi-spin, and this time he's got no defence against him, so we do indeed get up into 6th position with just one more lap to go in this very, very short sprint race. As we accelerate forward to lap 5, it's the end of the race almost, and it looks like we are going to cross the line in 6th position. Yes, 6th place, more World Championship points, which is just what we need, and hopefully this should secure the championship. So that's it, we have now reached the halfway point. It's only a 12 round season, and the winner has crossed the line, and it was Broccoli. Broccoli has won the race. Fantastic for Broccoli. You see, that's what happens when you have your 5 a day. Yes, so 6th position for the Hookster. More points, just what he needed, and he gets driver of the day as well. Oh, is there no end to his talent? Is there no end to his talent? I don't think there is. Anyway, there's Campos Racing. And there's DRL Limitless. Oh, move on quickly. And there's Broccoli. There is Broccoli from Campos Racing. Yes, let's congratulate the team mechanics very, very quickly now. Very, very quickly indeed. Yes, moving on. There's Anton Hubert, who finished in 9th position. Okay. So let's go on to the podium then. There they all are. Unfortunately, nothing for the Hookster. And I was going to explain the Mitsubishi Lumber City comment. I haven't got time now. That's a shame, innit? I have to do it in the next video. Okay, I'll explain it to you then. No problem. Sorry, I just completely ran out of time. Anyway, there's the podium. There is the podium. There's the champagne going over everyone. So let's have a look at the final points after that round, of course. 6th position for the Hookster, and we are now 42 points ahead of Jordan, my tits are all saggy these days, king. Yes, and Callum's an idiot is currently in 9th place with only 53 points. What a loser he is compared to the awesomeness of the Hookster, has to be said. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and yes, as always, there will of course be more later.